What's going on, everybody? This is Plays and Parlays here. Me and Riaz are back for a 5-game NBA slate that starts at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We're here with our Fire Five. There's a couple key inactives on this slate that I'm interested to talk about here. Kevin Durant looks like he's not going to play. That definitely frees up a lot of value on this slate as well. Obviously, people like Ja are still sitting too, so not a crazy slate for value here, but some of those key inactives are going to help us out. What do you think, Riaz? Yeah, why do you think we start with the centers today? There's one guy who's really catching my eye at the center position. I wouldn't say necessarily going to smash, but I think the center position's pretty thin. Obviously, if you can get the Jokic get there, Towns is still inactive. Gobert's not a guy I'm looking to either. I'm looking at Naz Reid's counter partner, and that's Gorgie Jang too. He's priced at $4 grand. He's someone that he's been playing when Naz Reid is inactive. I mean, not when Naz Reid is getting in foul trouble, and I feel like the Lakers are just bigger down low, obviously with AD, and now they got Montrezl Harrell. So I think that Gorgie Jang is someone that you can look to that's going to help them down low. Yeah, Dane kind of frees up some other positions for you too if you play him there. Some of the other guys I'm not too interested in. Total, some guy you can look to too. He's getting that mid-range minutes. He had a great game last time he was out there. He's a solid guy. Clippers, not really a threat down low. I think he'll handle Zubac fairly fine. Other than that, though, it's some of those higher price guys. Yeah, like Jokic, get to him if you can. But I like Dane here. Anyone else for value you're thinking about? Yeah, speaking of the Chicago Bulls, today we got a special guest with us. He's a Bulls fan. He's going to help us out with the last four of our picks here, and that's Jason Butler. So,
Yeah, I like Wendell Carter, man. Like he's a big man down low for the Bulls. Like he gets a lot of minutes. He's getting probably 30 a game, and he's scoring over 20, 25 points a game. So I really feel like he's a big play tomorrow.
yeah, he's expanded his range too. He's shooting 3 pointers and whatnot now. He's only shooting about two a game, but I mean, he could get hot. You never know. So, Wendell Carter's a nice play down there too. So let's get over to the power forwards. Um, I know there's someone that I'm really on this slate, especially someone I'm going to pay up for. But how about you, Riaz? Yeah, I think that it's a pace off spot for Thaddeus Young for sure. I've been on him since these past 3 games. All the sites I refer to have been telling me to hammer Thaddeus Young at 4 or 5. I'm not sure. I like getting him under 4K. That's definitely somewhere I like to play him. But like you said, 5 game slate. I could see if you're going to him. Someone that's a little pump play at the bottom too is Juan Hernan Gomez. He's at 3-4. He got 26 minutes last game. Um, they put him in the starting lineup. Not a huge threat. Um, he's playing for the Timberwolves. Like I said, some of those big guys can get in foul trouble, like Dang or Reed. They could use him down there. Just a pump play down there you can look to. 26 minutes is good for someone at that price range. But someone I'm going to pay up for is Anthony Davis. LeBron's questionable. AD had that big game 2 games ago. I think he's going to smash here. He didn't play the greatest against Memphis last time out, so if LeBron decides to sit against this Memphis team that's banged up, I definitely could see AD just going berserk. What do you think, Butler? You like AD here?
Yeah, I do like him. I mean, he's going up against Memphis. I mean, who's starting for him? Jaren Jackson. So I mean,
He's out.
He's out. Well, yeah. I mean, either way, like Memphis isn't really gonna put up much of a fight against the Lakers and Anthony Davis.
Yeah, I totally agree. I'm glad Butler's on that pick too. But there's some decent value here. If someone like LeBron sits, you can look to Kuzma. Brandon Clark's, is waiting to have a big game. I know you like Covington Riaz. His time should be coming. Yeah, his time should be coming too. So, what do you say we go over the small forwards? Who do you like for that? Yeah, he's definitely a GPP play in my mind. Not going to look towards him to in my cash lineups. I like the guy right above him actually, Jarrett Culver. This Minnesota Timberwolves team is looking for someone to score. Yeah, they got Edwards, who's probably playing in him over his position, Malik Beasley as well. But Culver, he's been out there and he's been playing. So it's a short 5 game slate. 4-4 is kind of what you're looking here at value. Um, he played well last time he was out there. I mean, he could have some confidence going his way. So Culver here is honestly not a bad play.
I'm actually gonna have to agree with Riaz on this one. If Jones is getting the start, like he's an athlete, he's gonna be getting boards. I mean, that's fantasy points right there. I feel like Jones is the play.
Anyone else higher up? I know there's Kawhi there. Kawhi's usually always a low owned in tournaments. I mean, if you got the money, if you're trying to get contrarian, you can play Kawhi. DeRozan's going against the Clippers, not a great matchup, and Keldon Johnson had a good game last time out. He's been playing well past 2 games. So yeah, definitely someone too who's going to be out there. He's going to get the minutes, and we've seen flashes of him have big games. I mean, he's already went for 31 once this year, and that was on opening week too. So Will Barnes, the guy too, he's athletic. Not a great shooter, but a fair shooter. So he's someone you can look to as well. Someone way down that I wanted to touch on. Um, I believe he's small forward eligible. Let me see if he's down here. Actually, he might. I think he might be only power forward eligible. No, he's small. He's actually only small forward eligible. Luau Koroba. Yeah, he's priced at 3.7. Last time Durant sat, he went off. So Durant's out. Um, Definitely someone I'm looking to as a GPP play. His minutes have been there. Even when Durant played against Washington, he was in there. They've been starting him too. Dinwiddie's been hurt, so he's someone you could look to as well for to free up some salary in your lineups. Yeah, so I definitely see a lot of uptick in usage for him as well. I think there's a lock here. I don't think you look past. I think a lot of people might be game log watching, and I think that's going to help us out who are doing our research. I think you just take Karis LeVert here and you punch him in. We know how it's going to be without Durant. There's a lot of usage to be freed up. He's a playmaker. There's no Dinwiddie is either. Last time Durant sat, I mean, he played 38 minutes. He went out there, 11 assists, 28 points, 5 steals, which helped out his game quite a bit. I mean, he went for 60 DraftKings points. I mean, you really can't beat that. At 6'6", he's going to be my cash game lock as well. He's probably going to have about 90% of him in my lineup. So I love Karis LeVert. Yeah. Yeah. Someone above him, Kobe White, is in a pace-up spot. He played well last time out. Portland's giving up a shit amount of points to these guards. You saw Curry go for 63 against the Portland Trailblazers. Um, Yeah, I mean Kobe White, he's finding the stroke, man. He's getting hot out there. I mean Levine is the contrarian play too. I mean he's going to be out there, uh, playing well, shooting a bunch of shots. Don't really like Russell here. Mitchell, I know Brooklyn's giving up a bunch of points. He's waiting to have a big game as well. So and McCollum's a little bit too high priced for me. Kobe White and LeVert, I think, are my shooting guard locks. And then for point guard, is there anyone you're specifically looking at for value here? If you want to pay up for point guard, I mean, we got a little bit of value in other spots. Desmond Bain, yeah. Yeah. What makes me nervous is now they brought in DeAnthony Melton, and you obviously still got Tyus Jones, who's waiting to have a big game as well. His price is up, so I don't know if they're assuming him to have a big game or not. But between Bain and Melton and Jones, it's a little bit of a crowded backcourt there, which kind of scares me. I mean, we got Brandon Clark, who's looking to score. Kyle Anderson's playing well. Dylan Brooks is playing well. It's a little bit crowded back there for me. I do like Bain as a GPP play. He might be low owned. Kyrie Irving at 9-3 is going to get a bunch of usage, but I don't know if I can get there at 9-3 in a tough matchup against Utah, in my opinion. I mean, Utah always plays well against those guards. Um, obviously they got Gobert down though, who's a huge presence. So I think point guard position is pretty thin. I think Levert's point guard eligible, Kobe White's point guard eligible. You can squeeze those two guys in. Other than that, I think that's just about what I'm looking to here. Yeah, I agree. So it's a thin slate. It starts at 7:30, which is I'm not a huge fan of. It's better than it starting at 6:30, which was the other night, which I didn't like either. So I just like 7 o'clock. 5 game slates is not ideal for me, but I have done well in previous 5 game slates. I like 6 to 7. It's my perfect range, but I think we got a little bit of value coming here with some of those inactives. Look for LeBron's questionability. Towns is still out, so there's some things freed up here. You can get a little bit of different players in your lineups you can squeeze in. So, any last words for you, Riaz? Yeah, I agree. So I want to thank you guys for watching. You guys have been showing us a lot of support over the videos. We've been averaging a decent amount of views these videos. We didn't expect to, get this much off the rip. We just started. We've been pretty much inactive for a whole year. So if you guys can just subscribe, that'd be awesome. We're trying to get our subscriber count out. If you guys can share the video, we've been giving you more than a Fire Five. We've been giving you analysis on a bunch of different picks and cash game plays, GPP plays, locks, punts. We got it all for you guys. So if you stick around to the end, I really appreciate it. If you can drop a like on the video, subscribe, turn on the bell notifications, and have a good day.